Well, hello everybody. I'm going to make this video because we have, as constituents, as registered voters, as people who are supposed to be of a conscious mind, have lost our conscious mind. To allow a man who has been very disrespectful, very demeaning, openly on national television, to say all manner of things at the left side of his mouth and the right side of his mouth, and to make gestures against a celebrity as giving head jobs, to calling women a B without calling the woman a B. And we think he is a prime candidate to be the commander-in-chief of the United States. For those black people who hinge their vote on the stimulus check, you need to educate yourself. The plan was already set up when he entered office. It was not his plan. So if you want to give somebody kudos, give it to Obama, not to number 45. See, what you need to know, when they walk into office, things are already prior scheduled to come into fruition after somebody get into office. But see, what we don't do is educate ourselves. What we don't do is empower ourselves. What we don't do is teach ourselves. We go along with the sound bites. We go along with what's being fed to us, thinking it's truth and it's not. When a man stands up and puts the Bible and he wants to put his name on what thus saith the Lord, that is a clear sign of insanity. But here's my problem. This is supposed to be a country of the free. This is supposed to be a country of opportunity. This is supposed to be the country of just righteousness and fairness. We have negated everything in the Constitution. We have lost our minds when it comes to fairness. Racism is beyond what it should be, and it's going to escalate even further than that. What we don't understand. Times are about to change for a lot of people. You need to start praying for your male people, especially those of color. Power is going to be given to people that don't deserve power. They abuse it now. And now that he's in office, it's going to be even more misused and abused. And he's going to be okay with that. You have lost loved ones in tragic incidents such as hurricanes and stuff. And he has no sympathy. For the black men who felt like a woman could not be president, shame on you. For the white man who feel like a woman should be president, shame on you. And if you're a woman that's married to these men, shame on you, because that speaks volume to how they feel about you. We are headed for a rough time. You better get all you got to get before December 31st, because when January hit, your life as you know it to be normal is going to change. Project 2025 is real, whether you realize it or you want to accept it or not. All your privileges are going to be gone. You living at home for free 99 and waiting on a once a month check or every 2-week check is going to be null and void. You're going to have to work for your money. See, y'all think y'all being slick. You think that ain't going to affect you. You think your life is not going to change. As you know, it's going to change. Section 8 probably going to diminish too. You're going to have to work for every nickel, penny, dime, quarter, and dollar that you get. And what you need to understand, if you don't reside in a certain tax bracket, it's not going to benefit you whatsoever. We already struggling with increased prices of rent. We already struggling with increased prices of groceries. We already struggling with increased everything. And you think he's going to make it any better? That man cares about 3 things: me, myself, and I. And it's a sad day in America when we let a convict hold the office of commander-in-chief. It's a sad day. And it makes me want to throw up. Now, if he had been a black man that caused the insurrection of the Capitol, ain't no way in the hell you white people would have allowed him to enter that office again. Ain't no way. But because y'all feel like white is right, you allow it to be. He's a felon. Everybody else have consequences when they come out of jail. Everybody else don't get a second chance. So please explain to me how he's doing or able to walk into the White House again. I'm going to say to you, every judge, every senator, every congressman who go along with this foolishness, open the prison's doors. Unlock everybody that's in there locked up for whatever they done, because that's what you have okayed. Now, George Floyd incidents, Tamir Rice incidents, and all the others are going to start manifesting prominently soon as January hit, because certain individuals who walk around with a badge is going to feel like they justify, and he going to give his stamp of approval. You think your life is not going to change as you know it now? Oh yes, it's going to change, and it's not going to change for the better. So grandmothers and mothers, you better start dusting your kneecaps off, because prayer is going to be what you need. Pre-existing conditions, what you was covered by, is going to be snatched. The Affordable Care Act, as you know it, for people who can't afford it, who lose their jobs and can't afford COBRA, is going to disappear as you know it. It's his purpose and his goal. And if the Congress and the Senate allow it, it's going to be. And if they don't, he's going to write executive orders to take your rights and your privileges. So y'all walk around think you smart. You think you know everything. You think you have done a thing. What you have done is set yourself up for failure. What you have done is set your children up to lose. And what you have done is set the men up to be hurt, harmed with no excuse given. That's what you have done. He's talking about snatching education, public education, and making it private. But yet and still, y'all don't see none of that. Y'all don't see none of that. See, you got to be burnt before you believe stuff is hot. And you about to be burnt really bad. Because what's about to happen ain't no joke. It's real. And you need to know that. But whatever situation, however it end up being, turning out, you're going to have to swallow it. You're going to have to suck it up, and you're going to have to deal with it. You know why? Because you allowed it. A lot of y'all lie and talked out both sides of your mouth. You ain't rich. You're not your Beyoncés. You're not your Obamas. You're not Elon Musk. You're not none of that. A lot of y'all live from paycheck to paycheck, and you're going to feel it. And the only thing that you got left to save you is Jesus Christ himself. Hear me when I'm saying, because it's about to be hard as hell. People are talking about, when you think crime is bad, yeah, desperation even worse. It provokes people to do things that they normally would not do for survival. Survival is going to be real. And we just have entered a zone of hell. When that man was able to stretch his arms outside of the White House and take women's rights and overturn Roe versus Wade, that was the first step to let you know that he's going to snatch a lot of more things. And a lot of women died from complications because of the law, and doctors did not want to go to prison for saving a life. I thought our country's goal was to save lives, not to snatch them. So you're going to let him legalize murdering innocent individuals, murdering your senior citizens, your men, because that's what's about to happen. So my suggestion is take the flag down from every capital, from every governor's office, from every city, from every state. Strip it of the stars and stripes and just make it all white. Because it seems for me, and a lot of people, you better know this, white is right. Because ain't nobody locked up but us. That's it. We don't get a fair chance. We're guilty and never proven innocent. White people like your Kyle Rittenhouse and number 45 can do whatever they want to, say whatever they want to, and y'all sniggle and giggle and go right along with it. And I can't understand how y'all allow a man to disrespect you and your family and your females and your wives, and y'all still suck up to him and think it's okay. I can't understand that. We have lost it. We are some sad individuals, and we are living in sad times. But you better get your money stocked up. You better get your money stored up, because what's about to hit in January, it's about to be real. And the only saving grace you got is Jesus Christ himself. And if he don't intervene, everybody is going to feel the wrath of number 45. And don't think he ain't going to keep his promises, because he is. And it's a sad day when we don't think a woman who has the skill set and the qualification is good enough to be the president of the United States. You might as well put a 5-year-old up against him. That's it. And it's sad. It is sad, sad, sad. But you're going to feel it. Keep hanging on the corners. Keep thinking that you're going to sell your rocks and your blows. Keep thinking that you're going to just walk around here and all you care about your family. Oh, baby, things are finna change. Save your red bottom money. Save keeping up with the Jones money. Save buying all this stuff to put in your hair. You better take all that crap out your hair and you better start storing your nickels, dimes, your pennies, your quarters, and your dollars, because you're going to need all of it. And for you all who think that stimulus check is amazing, you're not going to get another. That was your one and only, and it didn't come from him. It didn't. Now that the Republicans have taken control, they finna show you what they really care about humanity, what they really care about the people, what they really care about. And for those women who's married to these men, you need to think twice too. And for your Elon Musk who paid money, y'all need to stop buying his product and his merchandise. I'm just saying, because it's finna be real. If ever a time you finna understand what y'all have just did, you're about to feel the impact of it. Because the goal is to roll us backwards and not forward. And nobody paid attention to it. See, y'all was stuck on the dollar sign. Y'all didn't think about your mothers, your grandmothers, your aunties, your uncle, nor your children's future when you allow what happened to just happen. And that is so sad. I am so disappointed. And I'm sick to my stomach to know that we as black people have been bamboozled and tricked and thinking something was when it really wasn't. But you're about to see. And don't complain. Don't complain. Swallow it, chew it, and digest it, because you allowed it. Because y'all didn't want no woman as no president. And that's sad. That's sad. That speaks volume for some of you men. You're not what you should be. We should call you immature. You're not a man, you're a boy. Because real men can be okay with that. And a lot of y'all that talking about her, you're living with women who taking care of you. So that speaks volume right there by itself. But think about it. Oh, stuff finna hit the fan. It's already in motion. Project 2025 is about to be reality. Watch and see.